The Trojan horse, wooden structure used by the Achaeans or Greeks to infiltrate the city of Troy. Wasn't this all just a made-up story? No way an entire civilization could have been fooled so easily. Well, not so fast. Hi, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to find out what really happened to the Trojans and how their mighty city fell. If you like learning about ancient history and civilizations in under 6 minutes, then stay tuned for more videos. In Homer's Iliad, the Trojan War is described as lasting for 10 long years before the Greeks laid siege to the city of Troy. In the final year, the Greeks pretended to sail away, leaving behind a giant wooden horse. The Trojans, unaware that the Greeks were hiding inside the horse, wheeled it through the city gates and into their city as a trophy. During the night, the Greeks snuck out and opened the city gates, letting in their army who went on to plunder and burn the city. So, did this really happen? Well, there are two parts to this question. Did the Trojan War happen? And did the Trojan horse actually play a part in the war's end? Let's start with the war itself. Troy was indeed a real place. We know this because in 1870, Heinrich Schliemann began excavations at the site of Hisarlik in modern-day Turkey. He discovered the ruins of a massive city which had been destroyed and rebuilt several times throughout its existence. While he didn't discover the actual city of Troy, because that's just a myth, he did find evidence of 7 distinct layers of destruction and rebuilding at the site of Hisarlik, with the oldest layer dating back to the late Bronze Age, the same time period in which the Trojan War is believed to have taken place. Further excavations revealed palaces, temples, and other public buildings, along with domestic quarters and a massive wall surrounding the city. They also found a necropolis, or a cemetery, just outside the city walls, containing over 1,000 burials. These discoveries, along with written references from the ancient Greeks and Romans, indicate that Troy was indeed a real and important city during the late Bronze Age. But did the Greeks really take the city by tricking the Trojans into bringing a horse full of soldiers into their city? Well, some historians believe that the story of the Trojan horse is based on a real event, while others believe it's entirely mythical. Proponents of the former view point to the archaeological evidence of a massive gate in the city walls of Troy, which would have been large enough to let in a giant wooden horse. However, the exact purpose of this gate is unknown, and it could have been used for other purposes such as a ceremonial entrance or perhaps a way to bring in building materials. Furthermore, no archaeological evidence has been found to support any part of the Trojan War story except for the existence of the city of Troy itself. Some historians argue that the story of the Trojan horse may have been an attempt by the Greeks to explain how they took the city, since they never offered any other explanation. But the story was written down almost 400 years after the supposed events of the war, if it even happened. So the only conclusion we can come to is that we don't know if the Trojan horse really happened. But we do know that Troy was a real place and that one day it was attacked and completely destroyed. Whether or not a giant wooden horse was involved isn't something we'll ever know. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please stay tuned for more.